it means to be an American. America is freedom, and freedom is special and rare.
We, the people of this great nation.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
We, the people of this great nation.
Hello, my fellow Americans. Today I am going to talk about the latest, which is Cardi B versus Candace Owens. Wow. Now, I saw Cardi B's remarks and I saw Candace Owens' rebuttal. I mean, it's obvious Candace Owens destroyed her. I mean, we all knew this. We all knew this was happening. I mean, if you're gonna get involved in politics, for the love of God, do a little research. I mean, it was so obvious. I mean, I knew it, and I didn't really talk about it, but when Biden was being interviewed by Cardi B, I took it as a joke. I didn't take it serious. I never thought it was a serious interview. I mean, he chose not to interview with anybody else, not with Chris Wallace, not with anybody else, but he interviews with Cardi B. Which happens to be a person that has 75 million followers. I wonder why they chose her. I want to begin by saying that she is extremely talented when it comes to rap music. I love her music. I'm not going to criticize her on her music, but she should stick to music. Because Candace Owens is literally the best at her game when it comes to politics. She's fair and balanced, whether people like it or not. She tells black Americans how it is, and she states it with facts. And Cardi B just couldn't do the same. She tried to jump into a realm that she's never jumped into. She tried to defend herself and then use little dolls because she didn't want to show her face. I don't know what the point of the dolls were, but apparently it was, I guess she didn't want to show herself looking dumb. That's the only thing the only conclusion I can jump to, because I don't the purpose behind the dolls do not make sense to me. That being said, I feel really bad for Cardi B because she was really ridiculed, and she was definitely used as a puppet by Joe Biden. We know Joe Biden doesn't listen to that kind of music. We know Joe Biden's family all listens to country music or rock and roll. We know they're not listening to no Cardi B music, and they're pretending like they do. He was reaching out to her fan base. They're trying to get as many voters as possible. And if she hasn't realized, she interviewed literally a person that was pro-segregation, who also put a bunch of black men behind bars. This is the sadness that we live in this world, because people are so uneducated that they do not do the research prior to doing these interviews. They do not check into these people that they support. They just support them just because they're told to, because it's a popular thing to do, or it's because every other celebrity's doing it. I don't know the reasoning behind it, and I think I never will. It's just ridiculous to me that she would have even interviewed this man knowing what he stood for. But again, I don't blame her. She's not in the political spectrum. She's not really a person that knows much about politics. And she really sounded extremely dumb and made herself look really dumb in front of all her fans. I mean, and that's just point blank what I feel, just from what I watched on her videos. She couldn't keep up with Cardi B. Cardi B obviously made her look like a fool. And it was sad to see, to be honest with you, because I had a lot of respect for Cardi B in the sense of her music. Not for what she stands for, because I mean, Wet Ass Pussy, that's her new song. I mean, yeah, she's not really a person that you're gonna be admiring or looking up to, right? I mean, come on, her music is disgusting. I mean, at least the verses of her music are disgusting, and I mean, she's definitely not somebody I would want my daughter to be hearing her music. I respect her as an artist. I think she's a great artist. I think she's got great talent. I just think she has no fucking clue when it comes to politics. I don't think she knows what the American people want. I don't think she really knows the history of the Democratic Party. It is the party of the Ku Klux Klan. It is the party of segregation. It is the party of the Jim Crow. It is the party of slavery, which is a big one, which is a pretty big deal for people to support somebody like Biden openly like that without even knowing the facts about this guy or the things that this guy said in his past. It doesn't take much research, Cardi. I mean, honestly speaking, if you just grabbed a book, or not even, forget about a book. You're not going to grab a book. We know you're not going to grab a book. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you just get on YouTube, which is something more believable that you would do. All you have to do is just look up what Joe Biden said in the Senate. The things he used to say about African Americans or Black Americans in this country. This man was called a racist by his vice president nominee. If this is not hypocrisy at its finest, I don't know what is. Cardi, I'm sorry that you are going through this. I am sorry that you made the wrong decision to interview the wrong candidate, but it was a mistake. And it was a big mistake, and the fact that you chose to go at Candace Owens, who is an extremely educated person, who is almost like saying Eminem, the battle between Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. We know who won that battle. Although Machine Gun Kelly still thinks in his mind that he was up to par to battling Eminem, we all know the truth of what happened there. You just battled an Eminem of politics. And you have no knowledge of it. I mean, you should know how to choose your battles and probably start thinking about maybe, possibly, talking to those people who manage you and your publicist and people that are involved in making these decisions for you, because they literally set you up for failure. This was ridiculous for you to respond. You even responded to the Hodge twins, and they kept the tweets, and you sounded ridiculous on those tweets. Bad words can get you out of every situation. Okay? So, I'm just trying to give you a little bit of advice. You're probably never going to listen to my podcast regardless. I respect you as an artist. I think you're very creative. I think you do a lot of creativity when it comes to your music, when it comes to your music videos. I think you're great. I think you're a very beautiful black woman. I find you to be extremely beautiful, just like I find Candace Owens to be beautiful as well. But that being said, you should at least, if you want to dabble in politics, should at least know what you're talking about. It's just a suggestion. I mean, you don't have to take it to the bank, but if I highly doubt you'll ever involve yourself in politics after everything that's just occurred. But just a bit of advice, I mean, just get a little knowledge about what's going on. Americans do not feel in any which way about this. Maybe talk to a couple black Republicans. Maybe get to know the other side. This is what Democrats, what liberals do. They just attack, react on emotion, but they do not try to hear the other side. Whereas the right is always trying to hear them, but they don't want to hear the right. And that's the biggest problem. That's why we have division. They're not willing to sit down and talk. Their solution to everything is blame, attack, and that's it. Do a little bit of history, Cardi. You'll find out, you'll be surprised to know that overwhelmingly the Republican Party has supported the civil rights movement, the right for women to vote, the abolishment of slavery. We know who did that. The right for black men and women to vote. That was all overwhelmingly supported by the Republicans, not the Democrats. Quite the opposite. So, just do a little research. That's all I'm saying. Just do a little research. You're a smart gal. You come up with some good lyrics. I think you could get knowledgeable in politics. There's still hope for you. that being said, that's today's show, guys. I just wanted to talk about this whole Candace Owens. Candace Owens, I love you, girl. You're amazing. I mean, you are just so intelligent. I hope one day I just get to sit with you and just talk politics with you one day. I mean, because you're just amazing. To me, you're stellar, spectacular at what you do. You're extremely knowledgeable, and I know I can learn so much from you. And I'll keep supporting you 100% as well. If you guys don't know this, I run on a very liberal platform, Twitch. I'm probably one of the few Republicans that run on that platform. I'm also on YouTube. You can find the Republican Nation on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. Anyways, guys, God bless you, God bless your family, and God bless this great country we call America. Thank you.